Okay, I'd like to start out today really with congratulating two of our players, Chad Slade, Jermaine Whitehead, and graduating today. Very excited for those guys. I was here when they got here to Auburn, watched them grow up through the process. They both have great families, so big day for them. Really, on the practice side, I thought it was a very solid practice. One thing I was pleased with is with our tempo and our effort. And I really felt like we improved from yesterday. Not that yesterday was, what I consider a bad day. I just thought it was kind of an average day as far as that. Today, really felt good about the guys flying around. We're going to put on shells tomorrow. Really be good for us, with the young guys. We've got a lot of good information about the older guys, but anytime you put shoulder pads on and all that, usually your evaluation is a little easier as far as that goes.
Questions?
Gus, the running backs, obviously it's not something you're going to be really evaluating until game time. What are you guys looking for here in camp?
Yeah, just really, the older guys just improving on the little things, the protections, the check downs. Most of our older guys have a good idea overall of our offense and the running lanes and the timing of everything. It's just a matter of just getting better at the little things. Obviously, the two freshmen coming in, we're going to give them an opportunity early in the fall camp to carry the football and just be reactive and just see where they're at with that, see the ball security, and then we'll slowly implement those guys. We'll start out with base downs, just base down football until they get a good feel for everything, until we get to the third downs and all that.
How do you handle a true freshman quarterback like Sean White in these practices, especially when you guys are splitting things the way you are?
Yeah, Coach Lashley has really given him a lot of reps to give him a chance to get a base understanding of our offense, because there's so much that has to do with the sideline communication, getting the information to everybody, and then the play. He's a guy that he really throws it well. He throws the ball on time, and so in the next 2 weeks, I know Coach Lashley's looking forward to see how he reacts.
Gus, there's been Braden Smith physically has turned a lot of heads. Is he one of the more imposing guys you've been around?
Yeah, I mean he's super strong. There's no doubt about that. But he is athletic. He moves well. He's got light feet for such a big guy. I know JB was real excited about him really the last 2 days. Kind of one of those deals that we're, when we get shoulder pads on him, we'll see, what he can do. And he's a guy too that, in the next 2 weeks we're gonna give him a shot. See if he can get in the mix. As a freshman, that's hard to do in our league as a true freshman just showing up, but he does have the physical ability to do it.
What position are you working in that right now?
Coach Grimes, I believe, had him at tackle the last 2 days.
Left or right, you thought?
I think he's got him at left. Right now, it's more of just trying to get the fundamentals of a base play. He's big enough to play inside, and he's athletic enough to play inside too. So, he provides a little versatility.
It seemed like he was kind of a late, y'all kind of got on him late.
Yeah, well, we did, and then of course, Greg Robinson was a guy that, at least early in the season, we were counting him coming back, and then obviously halfway through, you could see that he had a good chance of being a high draft pick, and so started getting on him and developing a relationship with him. Coach Grimes, our offensive staff, really did a good job with him, and when he came on his official visit, he's one of those guys that really fit in well, and so he'll make a very good Auburn lineman.
It seemed last year with Carl Lawson and Elijah Daniel emerging, people kind of almost forgot about Ladarius Owens. And now you have an injury with Lawson. What do you expect now of Owens, and what do you expect of him?
Yeah, the good thing about Ladarius is he has game experience. He's been around a long time. My experience is teams that have seniors that play their best ball, then they have a chance to win championships. And so we got a handful of seniors that we really challenge to have their best seasons. And he's one of those guys I really believe is capable of doing that. He's got a high motor. He's got experience. It's very important to him. He wants to be good. He wants to be coached. And so really excited about watching him play this year.
When we were out there watching just for the early period, you were working kind of exclusively with receivers. What are you kind of taking more of that responsibility to kind of get them
Well, you know, right now, of course, Damien's on the boot, you know, and so I always want to coach anyway, so it gave me a great excuse to start working with the inside receivers, and I'll do that throughout fall camp, you know, and help with that, and at least till we get off to a good start foundation-wise and all that, but it's always good for me. I enjoy that part of the coaching part.
What do you want to see from them specifically, that position, the inside guys?
Yeah, well, you know, right now, this first week, I mean, we're just putting in our installs, we're putting in our base offense. We're not doing any scheme or anything, we're just wanting to get that foundation. So just our base plays, that they understand no matter what the defense gives us, they know exactly what to do. And then after this first week, then we'll start being a little more specific on the specific talents of the inside receivers, on what our plan's gonna be, you know, for the rest of the year.
Gus, what do you think about as far as Gabe Wright goes? Do you think he'll be inside, outside?
You know, Coach had him at defensive end the last 2 days. He's got the versatility. He's got the experience where he can do both. You know, he's very solid at defensive end. He presents a bigger guy, and you know, he's a heavy rusher and all that. But when you put him inside, he's such a good athlete. He makes it tough, especially when you get him on one-on-one situations with guards where they can't double team him one-on-one. He's very tough to block. So. He's going to give us the flexibility to do both.
Is Jermaine White the guy who can take it up to another level?
There's no doubt. I mean, you're talking about a guy that's going to be a 3-year starter in our league. Very smart guy. He's in the 2nd year of our defense, and he makes a lot of our calls and really had a solid year last year. But, you know, he's one of those guys. And like I said, I'm going to keep saying the seniors, the seniors, if they can find a way to have their best seasons, then that'll really help us, you know, with our overall goals.
Guys, what have you seen out of Anthony Swain now that he's back on the field? You know, he basically missed the entire spring, so I mean, him finally getting back in, get some live reps again.
Yeah, you know, he's at the end of the line, but, you know, he has experience from last year, not just linebacker, but special teams.
Because you think a guy like Stanton, sure, you see him as a guy who can make an impact as a true freshman this year?
Yeah, here's the deal with Stanton. Stanton, he is super fast. I mean, he's got the electric speed. So, you know, finding ways to get him the ball in space or maybe in the return game or something like that, you know, he's capable of taking it the distance anywhere on the field.